So what we'll take a look at now is improving our error message inside our form, and Semantic UI provides a component for us to utilize for this kind of scenario, and it's the message component. So let's take a look at this, and what we can do is use this kind of message inside our form and display a list of validation errors, this kind of thing, and we should see an error message type inside here. And if we take a look further down, then we can specify this as a negative or error formatted message as well. And we'll implement this for our error messages. So let's go back to VS Code. And once again, I'll just clean up the tabs at the top. And inside the client app, inside the source, inside the app, inside common and form, let's create a new component in here. And we'll just call it error message.tsx. And I'll just create the structure of our component. And we're going to receive the error as props inside here. So let's create an interface called iProps. And we're going to get the error. And this is going to be a type of Axios response. And we'll also have a text inside here of type string, and the Axios response didn't want to come in automatically, so I'm just going to import this and say import Axios response from Axios, and then just add the type as react.fc for our component and pass in the iProps. We've not needed to do this for some time because we've been using MobX for all of our properties, and we'll pass in the error and text in our destructured props here. And like I say, we'll be using the message from Semantic UI, so let's see if we can get this in, and nothing wants to be imported at the moment. It's very fussy VS Code, so I'm just going to import message from Semantic UI React. And we need to specify this is going to be a type of error message. And then let's add a message.header. And inside the message.header, we'll specify the error.status text. And we'll make the text optional. And what we'll do is we'll specify message and give it some content equal to text. And what we'll do is surround this in an expression. So I'll say if we do have text, then we'll specify the message, and this should say message.content in this case. And we'll use this to display errors in our form. So I'll just reformat this, tidy things up, and let's go back to our login form again. And where we've got our label, we'll remove this and replace it with our error message. And we'll need to give this the error equal to the submit error. And the text, in this case, what we'll do is we'll just specify that the user's passed in an invalid username or password. We won't give them any details about what specifically they've got wrong here, which is kind of normal for a login form. You don't want to tell them that they've got the username correct but the password wrong, as that just encourages brute force attacks. So let's go ahead, and it's not actually a username in this case, it's going to be the email address. So let's go back and take a look and test this, and if I click on login and I put in some bad details, I don't see anything at all, and the reason for that is our form also needs to have an error property. So let's add this to our form, and if we go back and test again and put in some bad details and click login, now we get our error message, and that feels a bit cleaner to me. So we're getting there. We're almost there with the client-side login and register, and the next part is to deal with the register form. and we'll add this next.